afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1163rd edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni, and that, of course, would be me. Good evening, traders. This video is coming to you on a Monday night for trading Tuesday, April 22nd, 2014. Before I get into what's going to happen next, remember that futures trading can be extremely risky and can cause substantial financial loss. Futures trading is not suitable for all trading accounts, and I'll tell you right now, a stop in this environment is absolutely going to be your best friend. Make sure that you use stops. So, what is on the board for trading on Tuesday? A green Omni right off the bat. Once again, Omni's still green. You gotta love it, right? Green, green, green. Traders, the daily and weekly charts looking strong in the emini S&P, in the Dow, and the DAX looking great. DAX as well, right? I already got to that. Gold is looking weak, or is weak now, and is looking even weaker. So I've got a couple of charts I'd like to show you. Absolutely, these look fantastic for the upside, even if we have a day that comes back, but I don't think that's happening tomorrow. On a side note, for you traders that hang out with me, you see I play music all the time, right? I'm always cranking music, and I tell you guys, listen, it's the way it helps me get through each day. So for those who think I'm slightly crazy about this music thing here, a local rag paper here from Vegas, it says, warning, pressure overload, right? And it's got a nice article about how to handle pressure, and over here it's got 10 tips. First tip, right at the top, you know what it says? Listen to music. Hey, you thought I was crazy, didn't you? There's a whole article about it, but they say that music really can help you with your stress during the day. So that is why I play it all the time, and there is some proof. All right, back to reality. All right, traders, so let's go look at some charts that are going to show us the DAX looking good, the ES looking good, the tranny looking good. These markets are looking fine. They're looking fantastic for the future, and they're looking just fine for trading on Tuesday. With no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, the first chart I want to show you is the daily gold bar chart. It's EGCM14 on most of your platforms. This is the 200 bar moving average, and this is your gold daily bar chart. We got above the average, looked good for a while, got under it. It started to look all right when it got back, right? So it's kind of above the average. Buyers come in, below the average, sellers come in. Well, we didn't spend a whole lot of time above this average. We dumped back below it, tried to get above it for 3 days in a row, and then dumped again. That looks bearish, traders. You got to expect more downside coming from gold when you look at a chart like that. But then there's this. E-mini S&P traders, I've been showing you this MACD on a daily basis, either at my trading academy, at the site, at the chat room, on the bottom of my Omnis, posted on Facebook, you name it. I've shown this chart day after day, and when I started to show it to you, it just had one little hook right here. Since then, it's advanced forward, and now the red and blue have crossed, and that is a more bullish sign, and it looks like the MACD is doing what we thought it would do down here and is starting to move higher, and so is the S&P. Interesting is the next chart. Now the DAX's turn. Look at the DAX. This is exactly where the S&P was when I started showing it to you. It advanced up to here in the MACD. These two guys crossed, and it got even more bullish. So look at the DAX looking exactly like the S&P did when I started to debut the MACD to you about a week ago. And then there is this chart, traders. Now pay attention to this. This is your daily ESM14, the E-mini S&P continuous chart. I want you to look at something. Okay, so you got a chart, it moves all the way up, starts down here, moves up here, so we know it's bullish overall. But here's what's interesting. See these little red V's? They actually are showing you that when you have a dip, one of these V dips, it starts here, the market dumps, and it comes back up at least as high as the dip started and continues on in most cases. Once again, the dip starts here, down, back up, at least back to where the dip started, and this one goes further. Once again, dip starts here, down, heads back up, gets at least back to where the dip started, and this one goes further. Here we are here. Down, back up, at least back to where the dip started, and this one goes higher. So what is the pattern? Right here. It started here, we dipped, we're heading back up. We should at least get up to there in your emini S&P, but there's more. Same chart overlaid with my OMNI average or OTAPMA. And what you will find about the OMNI Trading Academy's proprietary moving average is it coincides with that last chart. Gets into the V, pops back up, hits the average, pops back up, hits the average, hits the average, hits the average, hits the average. Writing is on the wall here. Next, I'm going to blow up this exact same chart. So third version of same chart. Blown up completely. Now these look like ice cream cones, I know, but this is good analysis. Look, the last dip before the one we're currently in, from the high, down into the V bottom, through the OMNI average, back up at least as high as the dip started. So here we are. This dip started here, down, through the average. It's on its way back up. Minimum is here. That's where we should be going over the next couple of days. But then there's longer term proof to back up this short term theory. Look at the emini weekly bar chart right here. This one is amazing. Look at how well it has stayed inside of this channel on the weekly and has been respecting it every single time, right? Look at this. It's amazing. And then here we just bounced off the bottom last week and started to move higher, and this is as of today on your weekly. It should go back up there. So weekly looking good. Next, another chart. Take a look at this one, the Dow Jones Transportation Average. Look at this lovely weekly channel. 1, 2, up, down. Look, it just bounces bottom, top, and we just bounced off the bottom last week. Another good indication that we should continue moving higher. Then we've got the Russell 2000 on the weekly. Wonderful trend line here. We're back above it and a secondary, well, actually, it's not an OMNI average. This is your 40 bar moving average. It is sitting right here. We got above it. We got above the line. We're sitting here now. That looks good on your weekly. And then there is this, the DAX weekly bar. A secondary OMNI average that we like to use if in fact OTAPMA ever gets violated. This one is holding really, really well. Here, now here. And then if you look at the big blue channel, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, well, top, bottom, bottom, and it's already up to here. Next move should be up there. That looks fantastic. Traders, pull your own charts, do your own homework. Come on down to livewithoscar.com and you can train with me at OmniCamp for 4 days in May.
I was just surfing financial sites, and you know, it's just like the internet. You click on one link, takes you to another site, and it took me some YouTube videos, and I came across Oscar. Started following him there. Then I got led to his website, and following that, I went to his chat room, and I was very impressed with his calls, and I had to know how he does it.
Well, I've come all the way from England for this course, and it's been very worthwhile. I would hop on a plane tomorrow. I come halfway around the world for this course because it's exactly what I needed, and I know that I will go away and become a very successful trader now.
I want to thank him. Yeah, he is a great man. He has big heart. To do all this, to teach all these techniques, all these tips, it's almost incredible. We all four were asking ourselves how it's possible to give to the public all these techniques and all these tips, all this knowledge. It's almost incredible.
The money is definitely not an issue. You get several fold what you put in. I don't understand how anybody can take Oscar's trades and not come to OmniCamp. It makes very little sense. You have to understand how these trades come about. You have to understand why the trades are taken. You have to understand why even the trade is thought of, how it came up, how it came about. And without OmniCamp, I don't really understand the usefulness of following Oscar's trades. He teaches you everything you need or everything you ask. There should be no questions. The only question should be, when is the next OmniCamp and when can you attend?
So traders, there is my technical argument for why the green arrow remains pointing up, why I think daily and weekly charts looking strong in your indices, DAX as well, and why the gold continues to look weak. Traders, if you like the analysis I put forth in these videos, you can study with me here live in Las Vegas. There is one open seat left, one unclaimed ticket. If you'd like to come spend 4 days and nights here with me in Las Vegas, training, learning how to do the Omni, learning how to read the charts, come on down to livewithoscar.com. Click the OmniCamp banner, fill out your application, and I will call and personally qualify you and see if you can make that seat. All right, traders, I'll see you at livewithoscar.com. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope this one is going to help you for tomorrow. Always remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourselves with that is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll video number 1163, and up again we go for Tuesday. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.